Luca, take it away.
Hey, gang! Welcome back to the Nonna's Basement podcast. It's episode whatever. I'm with Tom Feedback, no D.
No D.
Tyler Fowler. I'm Luca Farrow. We're back, baby. We're in Nonna's Basement. What's up, fellas?
And we got a name. The name stuck, I think.
Nonna's Basement.
Nonna's
We're
Basement,
here.
the podcast.
We've had the name for a while.
I know,
Yeah.
but now it just feels like it really is, you know?
We really are in Nonna's
We're in
Basement.
Nonna's Basement.
This is it.
Luca's celebrating Christmas early with his Christmas sweater. I like
You
that.
like with the reindeer? I should have brought my hat. That's what we got to do the cowboy hats.
The hats.
I know. Do you know what?
Hat day.
I drove past that 7-Eleven. I was like, dude, I should go get those
hat
Next
plastic
one, for
Cowboys
sure.
hat.
Hat pod.
Yeah.
What's going on? I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a minute.
Nothing much, man.
Tom and I were talking about this. We did a show together last Sunday because you're kind of like, yeah, I haven't seen you guys in a while. It's like, yeah, because you've been gallivanting about the world doing great shit.
Yeah.
And Tom and I are like, yeah, we're at the Comedy Bar on Sunday at 6.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe you go with
I'm doing a 5-minute guest spot. on
right.
the
Yeah.
show.
So it's been pretty serious.
Well, yeah. I was in.
Yeah, how's Vegas? Tell us
Viva
Vegas.
Las Vegas.
A whole
I
week,
knew this
7
would come
days,
every-
7 or 8 days.
7 days. Brad Garrett's Comedy Club with the old Stevie Byrne,
Yeah.
and it was fun. I mean, there's way too long in Vegas. Way too long
Yeah,
in time.
yeah.
You know, it's like kills you. I
Yeah.
could remember
Yeah.
how we were in New York, and you're like. If you do, you could just like you sit down and you're like, oh, I can see how I become homeless.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I felt in Vegas. I was I was going
You
from
just
one.
get a little tired one
Yeah,
day.
Well, no, like because in Vegas there's like crackheads and they're fucking, you know. And,
Yeah.
and I remember being like really hungover and just wanting to get like a coffee or something, and I was just walking like I'm like, oh, I'm this guy now. I'm the crackhead.
Yeah, but I feel like crackheads in New York and crackheads in Vegas are completely different.
For sure.
100%.
Crackheads in New York were like beaten down, like they had a dream, and New York just fucking stopped them. In Vegas, they just went out there and just lost everything. They lost their money, they lost their
Yeah, they're
house.
just like, you know what, I'll stay. That's
Yeah.
what it feels like.
Yeah.
Well, I love that anytime you go to a touristy place, you see like homeless people dressed up as like superhero characters for money. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like,
New York is the same thing. I don't think those people are homeless.
No, for
in
sure.
Vegas, I think they might be. They
well,
live
it's like,
in the suit.
It's like the Avengers, but it looks like they assembled in a Chili's.
you did that in Vegas?
I did not know.
Oh, you should have.
But I should have, yeah.
You should have.
But yeah, I saw Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah. And it's always like a really some of them look really like, oh, it looks
Yeah.
like a real costume, but some of it's like you went to Party City and you're clearly
Yeah.
fat,
Yeah.
fat and
Yeah.
hungover. You know?
I don't remember Iron Man's catchphrase being, "Hey man, can you help me out?"
Yeah, you got a cigarette?
Yeah, you see Sonic the Hedgehog sucking off Iron Man for crack.
Well, Sonic the Hedgehog, he went, "Gotta go fast," and I knew he was talking about the amphetamines.
Amphetamines.
It wasn't about the speed.
Oh,
But,
that's fun.
No, it was cool. We met a lot of characters. I don't know if you saw. I met the porn stars Alexis Fox and Alexis Fox and Phoenix Marie. Are you familiar
Shout
with
out.
their work?
I'm actually not. I didn't recognize either.
Not at all?
I know who they are.
Tom knows
for
every
sure
inch of their
does,
bodies.
I was watching them last night.
I feel like that. The more and more I've been talking to people about this week, it really defines who you are. Do you know Alexis Fox?
But
Phoenix
they don't
Marie,
seem.
or do you not?
Their name must not be big stars because I'm like I get around.
Alexis Fox is a big star.
Alexis Fox is like top 10, I think. She's
What?
like
No.
top 10. Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
she's no Lisa Ann.
Pull up IMDb. Come on.
But she
no
is-
way.
I think like if you look on Pornhub, she's like top 10.
Really?
Alexis, love you, baby.
Yes,
Thanks
I
for
love you
coming
too.
out.
what's she doing coming to your show?
So she came out to the show. I guess she's a big comedy fan, and she brought Phoenix Marie. And they missed my set completely. I hosted, but we go up at Steve's thing at the end for sausage party, and I rip off my shirt, and they really enjoyed it. So then when they saw me, they pretended like, and they were these porn stars. They just
How
very
did you
low
know
key.
they were coming?
The middle comedian, the feature,
Yeah.
he knew them.
How?
Because he used to be he had a show in
He used to
Vegas
hold
for he used to be a boom out.
He used to be well, they're fucking and he's doing this.
He used to have this big show at the Hard Rock in Vegas, and I guess he was just really well
Yeah,
connected.
he
in
knew
it.
them. Yeah, okay.
I always think about that. Like whenever I'm watching a porn, I always think about the guy that has to like go under the guy's ass and like get the ball shot.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Underneath.
Have you ever seen the bloopers?
No,
porn
I
bloopers?
don't watch it to the end.
no, someone will do.
They shoot for the bloopers at the
Yeah,
end. That would
yeah.
actually be
Really
great.
funny. Whoops. That actually is a great idea.
I know what you're talking about.
But no, they'll do like a compilation of
It's
bloopers.
like that. Din, 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 din.
That would be really funny. It's like
Guys
while
trying to
you're-
get hard.
That actually, honestly, is the best. They should put them at the end, so it's like when you're feeling bad about yourself, you got a little something to bring you
Yeah,
out.
a little laugh, yeah.
No, but they'll do like a reel of like a bunch of bloopers, and the worst ones are where like all of a sudden you see the camera start shaking because the camera guy got jizz on him, and he's going, oh, give me a towel, give me a towel.
No, I seen the one where she gets cum in her hair and she's just like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" She's just like so upset with the guy. Are you fucking serious?
But at least like she's getting paid to be on the receiving end. The camera guy is probably getting like $12 an hour. He's not supposed to be touched by anything, and all the next thing you know, he's got jizz all over.
You don't
Right.
think he's SAG?
Well, you know what, dude? You know what? Because everyone, the question since I've been back is, did you have sex with the porn stars?
Right.
And by golly, did I want to? But
You fucking blew
No
it.
way, you're probably the first guy to have that opinion.
well, I blew it. Well, I didn't blow it. Well, they
You suck.
after the show, like,
Idiot.
in Vegas,
Dumbass.
in Vegas, these porn stars, they have to go to these certain like.
I was gonna say they must be there like for
They
work.
do like appearances,
Yeah.
right? They go to different places. So they had to go to a Halloween party. So they left. But, you know, and then I thought in my head, I'm like, you know what? Asking a porn star for sex is kind of like when your family comes up to you and is like, tell
Tell
us
me
a
a
joke.
joke.
It's the exact
That's
same thing.
great. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And so that's where I kind of felt, I was like, you know, I respect her art. She respects mine.
That is the most progressive thing you've ever said.
I think so.
'Cause I don't want to try and fuck a porn star.
But they did lick my nipple and open up my shirt. We could put the picture in
to them, yeah,
post-production.
that's Patreon content.
Let
Oh,
me ask
and I'll tell you what, I was like, I'm going to meet these porn, because I knew they were coming. I'm like, I'm going to meet these porn stars. I'm going to be real cool. I'm going to flirt with them. I turned into a 13-year-old boy.
Oh,
I
I'd
was
love
just,
to see
"Oh,
that.
okay,
I'd love to
thank
see
you,
that.
Mrs. Alexis Fuck. I was like, I'm a big fan. I
Oh
was
my
like, big
God,
fan.
that's
Alexis.
when they licked your nipples, did you get hard?
No, she bit my nipple and she said, I hope you don't mind. I bit you, and I was like, I can handle it.
Do you have hairy nipples?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's
I'm
good.
very, very
Wow.
low
Are you
on
even
body
Italian?
hair. I know.
Yeah, right. Wait, so they're there going to like clubs where like the event is like Halloween party with special guest Alexis Fox. or
Exactly.
whatever, yeah.
Exactly. And so they had to leave.
Which like imagine the ragtag bunch of idiots going to that. You know,
Every
Paying
dude
cover,
walking in there.
paying
Oh, well, you know,
cover
I
to be
think they do it at like a strip club or something.
Sure,
You know
but
what I mean?
still, ugh.
But yeah, it was porn stars though. When
Celebrity
they're
night
out
at
in the
strip
wild,
club.
they're very unassuming. You know, like I would not have known that they were porn stars had I not.
You're
You
telling me-
recognize their faces and boobs and whole body. Yeah,
They kind of, you could tell they're like dressed up to get fucked all the time. So they,
right.
you know,
Wait,
they
they're
dress
taking
down
the
a
day
little
off. Yeah,
You're telling me they're people?
bit. Lexus Fox, they follow me on Instagram.
Good.
Phoenix Marie, love
Yes,
you, baby.
I love you
Love
guys.
you. Thanks for following
Big
the pod.
fan.
Big fans. Big
Hit up
fans.
the Patreon.
Yeah,
Thanks for following
follow
the pod.
me as well.
But so we didn't go to the porn star party. We went to a Star Wars themed party.
Yeah,
That because Emo Fest was in
yeah,
town.
dude. Every one of my favorite bands was there.
Yeah.
Dude, Emo Fest was in town, but it got canceled one day,
Right,
so
yeah.
they were all like kind of excommunicated to these little clubs. So we were on Fremont Street at this emo kid party, and it was Star Wars themed.
All those
And
nerds.
I walk in, and the guy who owns the place, his name was Big Daddy Carlos. Shout out to Big Daddy Carlos. He
How many shout outs are you going to
Yeah,
give?
right.
we got a lot of shout outs to this episode. He had a big cowboy hat with rhinestone rings and stuff. Exactly what you
Yeah.
would imagine Big Daddy Carlos.
Yep.
We could probably pull up a picture of Big Daddy on
Yeah,
post production.
Put it right here.
But Star Wars party, everyone's in Boba Fett masks. They're singing emo music, and I see these lightsabers, and I go, and they're nice, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
really want one of these lightsabers, dude. So my whole,
whole
I
night.
wasn't even worried about having sex with anybody. I was just like, I just want one of these lightsabers so bad, and I got one, and then I assaulted that guy on the street, as we
Right.
seen.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's get into that.
The assault.
Also, what's the word of the day? Let's start there.
Oh fuck
Oh.
yeah, I don't even know.
Do we have one?
Tyler, can you pull up a word of the day, please? Have it be a good one.
Yeah, it's funny that whole emo fest or whatever. It's like every one of my favorite bands. I didn't realize it was the week you were gonna be there, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, Luca's gonna be furious. It's just emo kids running all over
No,
Vegas.
I didn't see
like,
much. Well, it's Halloween, so like
yeah.
everyone kind of.
They look kind of weird. Yeah.
Did you bring your pink Converse?
No.
Fuck
But
you.
I did hang out with the guitar player from the Killers. He came to our show.
Oh, yeah? That's
He
fun.
was super cool.
Yeah, you're saying their manager.
Is that
was there.
emo?
No, it's like they're a rock band, but that's cool.
Yeah. Well, no disrespect. I don't know another Killer song other than
I didn't know
Mr.
one.
Brightside.
Really?
I
You
didn't
would-
know what.
But if it came on, you would
Like
know.
what's
they
like
have,
what's
they have
another,
a bunch of hits.
I know they do.
You would know.
Yeah, they're very popular.
Yeah,
But what
but
like
you would recognize them. I mean,
like what's like? Can you sing one?
I couldn't tell you. No.
Come on.
I couldn't tell
It'd be funny. Just sing one.
Gauche,
You gotta say it.
Gooch.
Gauche, Gauche.
Click,
Okay.
click the,
I've never
click
seen
the
it spelled.
pronunciation of it.
It's like taboo, kind of. That's a little gauche, you know.
Yeah, see,
that,
we're all-
now that's gauche.
What is it? Gauche. What does it mean?
Yeah.
Having or showing a lack of awareness about the proper way to behave.
Yeah.
Gauche. You don't know the aware.
Oh, this is gonna come up quite a bit.
Yeah,
in this
I-
not aware how to behave.
I know
So
someone that's
speaking
quite
of
gauche.
Yeah, speaking of gauche, let's talk about the man who you so brutally assaulted on Fremont Street.
So who in that
Las
situation would be
Vegas.
gauche? Would I be gauche or would he be gauche?
well, why don't
Maybe
you
a
tell
little
us
bit of
this? Why
both.
don't you tell us the story for the people who
all right.
don't
Well,
know?
this will help me learn the definition. No, so I got the lightsaber. We leave Big Daddy Carlos's place. I'm walking down
And
the
the
street.
lightsaber is like a solid piece of plastic.
I got it. I can bring it out.
You brought it
I brought it home.
You
Yeah,
brought
dude,
the
it was
murder
like-
weapon?
Get on the plane with that.
I like dismantled it, so I had a little like
my
antenna sticking out of my
God.
bag.
I like when Luca turns into a kid. or
Yeah,
something,
dude.
you know?
And it was a blast. I had my kung fu. I was doing
You were-
flips.
I know. I saw the videos of you at the little Star Wars party. You're having a time.
Oh yeah, dude, it was a blast.
Dude,
Dude, they
And
probably
there's-
thought you had
and
a
there's-
bomb.
And there's hot emo girls around me all over. I didn't care. I'm
Well, let's
The
get-
kind of person that you normally would be like, this guy's a fucking loser. Who is this idiot?
Oh, it was a blast. Dude.
I love that. All right, so you assaulted a guy.
So we leave the party and I'm hammered and
Oh, this is all same night.
this is all same night.
Oh,
Star
wow,
Wars
I didn't know
party.
that.
I have the lightsaber. We walk out on Fremont Street and I'm going up to people mostly in costume and I'm going and like pretending
As a
to
bit.
fight them as a bit. And in my head, I thought everyone was really enjoying it.
Yeah,
But when I
you're
look
going,
back
"This
at all
is
the
the funniest
videos,
thing in the world."
I look back at all the videos. Most people were not enjoying
Really?
it. They were very upset
That's
that I was
funny.
hitting them, and I was hitting them hard with the lightsaber. To
Really?
be fair, yeah, I was.
To be fair.
I was giving a little like
It's funny though that at the time you're like, God, these people fucking love me.
Yeah, and and to be fair, a couple people were like,
Yeah,
like they were
they were into
pretending.
it, yeah.
So then I see this guy, that has like a trench coat on. He's dressed like a school shooter, and then
Which not clear Halloween costume or everyday.
yeah,
attire.
we thought he was Blade.
right for Halloween,
Yeah.
but he might just be that in real life.
No, he was exactly that in real life. So then I go up to him, and most guys I'm kind of slicing. I'm going like,
Yeah, I'm aware.
I go up to this guy, I poke him.
You did poke.
And he did not like that at all. And he thought I assaulted him. And he grabbed me and he's like, that's assault, yada, yada, yada. And
yada yada yada.
and he made a whole tweet about it. He tried to file a police report.
So
They
what
told me to get
happened
over it.
immediately after he's going? That's assault. Do you guys? Is it dissolve? You guys
We're
leave?
just we continue to walk, but he's following us. He's going,
right.
Fuck
So how
you,
did he
that's
find out
assault.
like who you were? Because he like tagged Steve in his
I think he
tweet.
recognized Steve.
No way.
I think so.
I figured you guys had some kind of conversation where he's like, oh, we're
I don't think
comedians.
so. I think he just
No
recognized
way.
it. Yeah.
So, yeah, how quickly? How long did he follow you? Like before the situation was over?
It was like a 5-6 minute ordeal.
And you're like,
Just
come
follows.
on, leave us
I'm just going, hey
alone.
man, I'm sorry, it was a joke. I'm going,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And then in my head, I'm like, I could have cracked you over the head with it.
You're right.
You know?
But at no point do you guys stop and actually have like a conversation.
No, we continue
Where
to
you're
walk,
like,
but he's
back
like
off.
following us,
Yeah,
going
yeah.
like, that's assault, and sure enough, in my head, I'm going, dude, my dad's gonna be so fucking pissed about this. And
Really?
yeah, he totally was. He called me the next day. He goes, you fucking retard. He's like you fucking idiot. You're fucking with people. They could pull out a gun and shoot you in the
Yeah.
fucking head.
Was he mad that you did that or that you had a lightsaber?
He's like, on top of that, you're
a little
gay?
of both, Tom. Yeah, and you're gay.
Yeah.
Let's get him in for.
You got the
guest on pod.
Mandalorian. No, he was very upset with me. He called me and he's
Yeah,
like,
that's a decent point though. I mean, but that I was.
He's
gonna
totally
say-
right, yeah.
I was gonna say that guy's non-threatening, but totally the kind of guy that would have a gun in that situation and kill you for no reason.
Yeah.
right. Well, then we had to like let the club know that this guy might show up with a It would have been cool if he showed up with a lightsaber and then we fought.
that would have been too
What
rational.
if they just started like protesting outside the club?
Yeah, boycott.
Yeah, but if you see the tweet, he
Yeah.
made it sound like I gutted him with a switchblade.
He said stabbed. I was stabbed by a white man.
Stabbed, and the white man who
And
did it was fine
I
because it was a
understand his
joke.
frustration, but the stabbing is a.
What does
a
me being
wild-
white have to do anything with
Yeah.
it?
That's.
I don't think there's not a lot of black guys with lightsabers.
Well, 'cause he-
there's only one, Mace
Yeah.
Windu.
Yeah, and I
Power
could
Ranger.
that
Yeah.
the cool thing about that lightsaber changes color. I could have made it purple.
Oh, then you would have been good. You should have did that. You
But
weren't
that's the
thinking.
thing. He tagged Steve in the tweet. It was like Steve Byrne and his merry band
Yeah,
of
his
ne'er do wells.
cronies, yeah.
yeah, his merry band of ne'er do wells. But then he can't
Never do well.
he can't rip on Steve for being white, so he has to mention that you're white. He goes Steve Byrne and also a white guy.
Steve had a great rebuttal to it.
I was gonna say I know Steve was having none of that.
He tweeted back at him. He said, "I didn't know you were Jesse Smollett for Halloween."
oh, that's hilarious. That's good.
Shout out to Steve. Shout out to
Steve
Big
Byrne.
Daddy Carlos.
No,
shout out
shout
to
out
Alexis
to
Fox.
Steve.
Alexis Fox.
I was here. I went to brunch with my mom before I came here, and she's like, "Do you know who I really love?" Steve Byrne. And I go, matter of fact, after this,
Famous ass.
I'm going to the
Hang
guy
out
that
with his
opens for
opener,
him his
yeah.
house.
That's awesome. No, he's been really nice to me, and I feel like I still feel like a Make-A-Wish kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much so that you're out here assaulting people on his behalf.
Yeah,
Doing
and I
his
mean,
bidding.
he was videotaping me,
Right.
so he was cool with
Well, I
it.
saw the video, and you could tell the guy knew because Steve said something like, "Oh, you got to go stab Blade." Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
He heard you, and he knew. I think he was frustrated that he was got. He was like, "Oh, you guys are like
Yeah, I just poked him with the toy.
that." I don't think
Who's gauche in this situation?
depends who
Maybe-
you ask.
maybe a little
he
bit
thinks
both.
you were gauche.
I'm gauche,
I think-
but because I wasn't aware that because it's a lack of awareness.
Yeah,
it's
you
gauche.
violated his personal space. You thought it was a fun thing, and he's like, "That's not funny at all."
100%.
We all think probably he's gauche for taking it a little too seriously.
I think you're
For
right.
calling you
Yeah.
a white stabbing
What is- so-
neo-Nazi.
So gauche is basically a big pussy? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's
No.
a lack of awareness. You're
Right now,
unaware.
you're gauche.
Oh, because I don't know what
you
it is.
fucking gauche.
Gauche. Gauche.
I know someone that's gauche.
It's like, that bit where you go on stage and you make your voice sound like something it's not, and then you go, just kidding, that's not what I sound like.
Just kidding, you fucking idiots.
Right. You go, you're all gauche. You're so
Yeah.
gauche.
All you
Yeah.
guys, gauche.
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 That's a fun word.
I
don't even.
had something else on the stabbing guy.
Honestly, when he held up the word of the day, I thought it was like a cheese. Gauche.
yeah, it
Yeah,
sounds like it
that's
could
good.
be. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely no transmogrified. But it's,
Stop.
Yeah. I still don't know what that means.
Same. But yeah, that's
You stabbed the guy.
stay the guy. We went to the Vegas
He's
night
mad.
game. That was kind of cool.
Oh,
Hockey game.
Yeah, I thought you meant at.
Yeah, I had never been to a hockey game. They really put a lot of, and I'm not a big sports guy, but they make it like medieval times, which is kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Are
but-
they an NHL team?
They're an NHL.
They just
team.
got
never
one
heard of
not
them.
too long ago.
Yeah,
like
never heard of them.
3
Yeah,
years ago.
Who'd they play?
they got guys in like suits of armor walking around, and they're going knights.
Was it full?
It was packed. Yeah.
Wow.
It was really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. Vegas. I think they've always wanted like a sports team. Well, now they got the Raiders too. So
Right.
Yeah, and it felt like they could rally around something to
Yeah,
Vegas
definitely.
people. It's right there off the strip too, which is cool. So
Yeah,
you don't have to
they have
go
like
anywhere.
locals go who are like fans.
It sort of seemed like it. Yeah.
Huh.
yeah, people probably fly in like from all around and go to the game, like hockey fans and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's not that funny. Sorry.
Yeah,
You're
I
just
believe
like
you.
no,
I
it's fine.
believe
We were just clarifying everything.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm trying to think what else.
That's
I
good.
don't know. That's
But the shows were good. Club was good.
yeah. I didn't really. I had sex with like one chick that I wasn't really happy about, and then
Did you meet her at the show?
it was like one of those. No, it was just one of those like end of the night.
No,
kinda
she was an Ewok.
grabber. Yeah,
What was she dressed as? She was one of the minions.
Yeah, he
picked her up.
He was Mace Windu. She was an Ewok. He said, "Hey, let me stick this."
Yeah, I got a lightsaber?
Yeah,
Dude, yeah.
I can change it whatever color you want.
I should bring out the lightsaber, guys.
You should have. I want to see the murder weapon.
You were having the time of your life with that thing, though. But
The whole trip was just a total blur. It was a full, every
Yeah.
day was just a big old
you're
party.
busy.
And
Yeah, it looked fun though.
every girl I talked to though was a prostitute.
Have you ever paid for acts of service? Is this not
This is
good?
maybe a Patreon contest.
No, this is cool.
Tom goes good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I know
have?
the answer to this.
What's the transaction like? Do you give it to him before? Do you give them? Do you give him the money before or after?
Well, so I've
Lucas got a
had
story.
3 different experiences, and I will share them with you now. So first experience, Nonna. Shout out to Nonna. Shout out to Big Daddy Carlos.
Where's this going?
Where is this going with Nonna?
So I'm living in Chinatown at the time where
Yeah.
I grew up, and I'm doing kung fu, and I hurt
This
my.
is the beginning to any story about getting a hooker.
Come on.
'Cause I'm living in Chinatown,
I don't know where this is
doing
going.
kung fu. Like, yeah, it's a story as old as time, really.
So,
It's as old as China.
I hurt my back doing a couple of flips.
Okay.
And
I see where
my
it's going.
grandma, Nonna, she goes, go get a massage. I went to this massage place. It was really good. On me, she gives me $50. And I'm maybe like 17 at the time. Tells me to go and get a massage at this Chinatown place. I go in there. I get the massage for about 30 minutes. So then she flips me over and she's like, you want extra? You want-
And at
You want
17, did
extra?
you know what that meant? Or were you going? Yeah, sounds great. Extra.
No. I knew what it meant. I
Okay.
was like, okay, I've heard rumors about this.
Extra. Read all
And
about
I
it.
flipped over but before she did, she's like, how much tips? And the massage was
You're like, yeah,
$50.
just the tip, just the tip.
So I was like, I don't know, $20. And she was like, oh, all right.
It's funny that she's not deciding whether she's gonna do it. She's deciding how well she's gonna do it. She's like, oh, $20. I'm gonna do this as fast and painful as I can.
Yeah.
And she was an artist at it.
I'm sure if that's your
It was
job,
just a hand job.
But
Oh.
if that's your job, they've got to be like, 45 seconds or under. It's like
Yeah,
it's
I
like
mean,
a pit
she's
stop.
got the oil.
Yeah.
Oil, she didn't spit on it?
No.
Oh, this is a professional.
I would have been more disgusted. I think. If she,
No,
and
she
it
would
wasn't
never.
like this was a hot
She
chick.
would
This was
never.
like
Yeah.
this was like a middle-aged Chinese woman.
75-year-old woman.
It would have been like in Gran Torino when that lady spits and it's just like black.
Yeah, no.
For sure.
No, she's got chewing tobacco in her mouth. Yeah.
Well, I got a buddy of mine who just fiends off of Asian masseuses, and he's like, dude, if you go in there and you give them $100, they'll do whatever the fuck you want. And
I believe that.
And
Which
I'm
is
like,
sad.
all right.
What are you guys doing after this?
It's been a stressful day.
Yeah. But and if you drive by, and now I know because now if I drive by in Chinatown, they're all like the massage. There's about 20 massage places, and they're all open till like 9 p.m. It's like midnight, you know, and you're like, who the fuck needs a massage at midnight?
Yeah.
Lonely.
Yeah, like that's like a trope, like a stereotype of like, oh, the Asian massage place, you get your jerked off in there. Another one of my friends, same thing happened where they just kind of like, I was like, I thought that was a like tall tale. It's like, no, it just still happens.
Rubbing tongues are
everywhere.
real.
And like they're ubiquitous. Like almost any place, like they'll jerk you off in there.
Yeah, well, if you think about it, it really is not that big of a deal.
It's a massage,
Yeah.
just of your dick.
Yeah.
Second time
Luca's got a prostitute.
Lucas got a prostitute. Epilogue 2, episode 2. I am in Amsterdam with my mother. And
Your family is way too involved in all this hooker adventures you're having.
Yeah.
And your mom gave you the money for this one.
they're oddly a little close, a little too far. Went to the red light district.
Right.
And, you
You
know,
and your mom.
Classic. No. My mom goes to bed. I
Right.
go out. I'm still roaming the streets. And
How old are you at this point?
it's probably a couple years ago. I'm maybe like 24, 25 here.
You're over 18,
Yeah.
which is important.
And Amsterdam.
Yeah, we just grazed right over that.
Oh yeah, you're a minor.
Yeah,
at the
that
time.
lady
She
that
molested
lady
we
molested
can get
you.
you some money.
Yeah.
Dude, don't
You're a victim.
Don't sue Su Ying, dude. You leave Su Ying out of this.
We
dude.
can't sue Sue.
You're a victim.
She was giving me pleasure.
All right. Yeah. So you're
She asked. I gave consent. Age of consent in Illinois is 17.
Yeah, okay.
Remember that? Shout out, Big Daddy Carlos.
Disgusting.
But anyone,
That's gauche.
if anybody is gauche of the age of consent in Illinois, it is
That's gauche.
17.
Shout out State of Illinois.
JB, thank you, buddy. Okay, so Amsterdam, red light district.
Have you ever been to Amsterdam?
No.
So Amsterdam, the red light district is that all these women are in little windows, and it's a red
Yeah,
light.
it's like
that's
hooker
of the-
Sears.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And so you're
Yeah.
just window shopping.
Right.
And what they don't tell you though is that there's blue lights. So there's red lights and there's blue lights. And blue lights, it's a transvestite, transgender,
Hey.
transgender.
No, over there, I think they
We're
say
fuck-
that's tight.
Dude, we're woke on this podcast.
That's the trend.
All right, it's a transgender. It is a they them, and
Yes.
so so
Okay.
you're walking. So the whole time
I
you're-
appreciate that they color code them.
Yes, exactly. So you're window shopping. You're going nice. Whoa, nice, nice. And they don't tell you that. But so then,
tell you that. There's no key.
but the red light is really deceiving because you'll see a woman in the red light and you're like, she's hot.
There's
And
a
then-
reason it's not a white light. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had two experiences with that. I knocked on one lady's door. I was like,
So you just look in the window and then you go knock on the door, and it's not like
you literally just knock. You go, hey, can I fuck you?
So it's it's not like there's another person who lets you in. It's her. She comes
Yeah.
down off the stool, lets you in. Wow.
It's like buying a puppy. You know, you just
Yeah,
see it in
yeah,
the
you
window.
see 'em in the window.
100%. So I knock on the door, and they're all Eastern European, and they're all probably sex slaves, which I realized later. So but the thing about Amsterdam, they
Shout
say
out
all,
sex slaves.
shout out Big Daddy Carlos. No. So the big thing in Amsterdam is that prostitution is legal.
Right.
So they say that all these prostitutes are, independent workers.
These women
they
are
fill out
independent
like a 1099
contractors.
or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah. Not true. These women they have pimps.
Really?
The pimps are, you could tell they're roaming the front. And, they're all like guys that look like Liam Neeson would fight in Taken.
And what are they doing? Like barking?
No, they're just, making sure nobody fucks with my girl. Nobody's going to fuck with my girl. But so anyway, I knock on this is the first girl. I knock on her door. She brings me in, and she's like, okay, you want sex? What do you want? And
You're like, I just want to hang out for
I was like, yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, shuffle this deck.
And by the way, you have sex in the window. They pulled out a blind, and that's it. You're in like a cube.
At least they do the blind.
Yeah. And she's like, okay, you want to give me money? It is this much money. She gives me the money, and then she's like, get out of here. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, you get out, fucking boy.
After you give her the money.
I give her the money.
No
and
sex.
I'm like, hey, but what happened?
But before the sex, you mean?
Yeah, nothing
No
happened.
way.
And then she kicked me out. And then
So she stole your money.
She robbed you.
You were
she
robbed.
robbed me. Yeah, she robbed me. Yeah.
Wait, why did you leave?
I'm not gonna fight this.
I'm
hooker
not
and her
leaving
pimp.
until I get my dick sucked.
No, I would try to get the money back at least. Not that I'm out here
Yeah,
buying hookers.
yeah.
but
What? You got a receipt?
I'm in a foreign country
tell
Yeah.
her you
doing
live a
something
bad-
scary.
Yeah. I know, but this woman, clearly, she's got to be, 120 pounds. It's not like she's wearing a lot of clothes. You see she doesn't have a knife.
That's why I told you the Liam Neeson guys are outside.
Yeah, if Luca did anything, a guy
But
would
then you
just
got
come
to
in
go
with a
complain to
bag
him.
and
Go
just
get the manager. You got to complain to him, and then he'd put her in shape.
This is not a Jimmy John.
Hey, sir,
I think you're a
I
pussy.
paid for
I
one
think you're a
blowjob.
pussy.
I didn't get it.
I think he'd be on your side. He'd go, what the fuck?
No. I think these women feed off of young foreign tourists, and they just
Yeah.
go, get the fuck out of
So
here.
then you left.
So then I left.
But also, it is legal, so you could go back there with a cop. Go, she took my money.
I don't know, man. I was
Yeah,
skeeved out.
I understand why you did that.
But you know what? I
go,
was
"My
still
mom's at
horny,
home."
and I had some more money in my
So you went
pocket,
down
so
to-
I tried
and
again.
it clearly wasn't that big of a financial loss that you were willing to walk out.
Well, yeah. So in
how
Amsterdam,
much-
it's cheap. It's like $50.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let her
get
have
fucked.
it. She needs it more than you do.
So I had another $50. I tried a different chick. She pulled down the blinds, and we had sex.
Nice.
And how was it?
It was really skeezy.
Yeah.
Skeevy.
Yeah, she's a hooker in a window.
Yeah. The window, it wasn't fun.
Was it what you expected? Were you expecting it to be like,
No, I felt sickened afterwards, and I thought then I had herpes.
yeah, that's
You know what I mean?
concern.
I'm like, I walked out of there. I didn't think like nothing. I didn't have any symptoms, but I
You
walked
know
out
in
of
your
there and
heart.
I was like, well, I just had sex with a prostitute.
Yeah, you know in your heart.
Yeah, I'm like, there's a very good chance that she gave me some sort of disease.
Unprotected?
No, I hate that you make you use a condom.
Oh, okay.
Episode 3 of prostitution.
Wait, let's go back to this episode 2. Is it like, do you get an hour? Is it like she's trying to get you done as quick as possible? I'd imagine they're like.
It was literally, yeah. I just nutted and left.
And her
Was it
but
good?
like
10 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
no,
her-
I said it felt really. In the red light, that's why I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Red light, hella deceiving. So the red
Yeah.
light, it's whatever something about that glow. It makes a lot of like women look more attractive.
Yeah.
Because it's darker, and then as soon as you get in there, you're like, ugh.
Nice.
But I imagine similar to the massage lady, that her objective is we're turning people over. I got to
It's
get them
turning
out of
over.
here as quick as
Yeah,
possible.
it's like a
get the next guy in. So she is like she knows every move as effective as possible. you
No,
know?
it
She's
wasn't
trying to
like
read
that.
you
It
and
wasn't
be
like, wow, this woman's like an artist at what she's doing. She's just like, fuck me, and then I got out.
What? She wasn't good at it?
I wasn't
You mean
impressed.
she wasn't passionate?
I'm in
about
a
her
little
job?
window.
She wasn't passionate.
She's a
about her-
Eastern European woman in a window. What did you expect her to know?
Yeah.
All right, episode 3.
Episode 3, best episode. Which is most trilogies. That's not how it ends. The third one
You're
is
right.
not the best one, but this one is.
Yours is getting better. Yeah.
Went to Spain with Enzo. Shout out to Enzo.
Shout out
He's
Enzo.
on his first flight today.
Whoa! Shout out Enzo.
Yeah, shout out
Shout out
Enzo.
Enzo.
Big Daddy Carlos is on it. He's on the flight. It's very gauche.
Shout out pilots.
Shout out pilots. Go to Spain. I'm in Spain with Enzo and Barcelona.
Your brother, by the way. So your family is
my brother.
very involved in all of these hooker
They're not
adventures.
far.
So
So if I need help, they
they're
can
close.
fuck. If I need help, Nonna would come in and kick down the
No,
door.
your mom would fuck shit up in there.
My mom
you
would
know?
fuck shit up. So I find out that prostitution in Spain is legal. I'm maybe a year older.
Is it
I'm like
legal?
25. It's legal in Spain, or like decriminalized. So I go to a brothel. And they buzz you into this place. This is late in the night. I tell Enzo, I said, Enzo, I'm going to a brothel. This is
Nice.
where I'm going. If I die,
Yeah,
this
come
is
look
the
for me
last
here.
place I was
Yeah.
seen. So I leave. I take a cab. Sounds like to me.
How did you find out about it? You
Yeah.
Google Maps brothels?
Google.
Really?
Just hey, if Luca's family's listening, if you're on vacation and he leaves in the middle of the night,
If Luke's just out of your sight for more than 90 minutes.
yeah,
on a
just know he's
vacation.
hunting
Dude,
for
if my
tail.
dad hears this podcast, he's gonna rip me to shreds. What if somebody fucking murdered
Do you think he subscribes to the podcast?
He's been asking on where he could find it.
Really?
But I
Come
doubt he'd
over,
listen. I
get
doubt he'd
on.
listen this far in. Too many
Gotta-
episodes in. Anyway, go to fucking Spain. Go to the brothel. They buzz you in, and it was what you would imagine it would be. You walk in, and the lady's like, "Okay, now we will have the selection."
And she's like the madam.
She's the madam.
Is
She sets me into a room. It's a nice hotel-style room. It has a shower in the room.
Wow.
And she sits down. She goes,
Like a bedroom.
Yeah. She goes, "Do you want a drink?" And I go, "Yeah." I thought maybe
Yeah, I'm
she'd
at a
roofie
whorehouse.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, but she gives me a drink, and then she goes, "Now we will have the selection." And what will
And
happen?
tell me more about her. I'm picturing an old lady.
Yeah, like older, but
Frumpy.
like back in the day was getting fucked.
Okay.
You know
So
what I mean?
Yeah, she graduated.
Exactly what you like I said, like out of a movie, if you go to like in the Renaissance, if you go to a whorehouse, like Game of Thrones style whorehouse.
She's like a road headliner who became a club booker.
Exactly.
You know, she moved up.
Yep. She so she's like, "We will have the selection. She gives me a piece of paper and she's like, "You write down, they will come in, they will say a number, and you write down what number you want."
That.
And
Wow, it's like a sushi restaurant.
Yeah, right.
exactly.
Right.
And I thought they were going to show me like 10 chicks.
But
fucking 35 women walk into this room. They're going, "I'm number 1. I am number
I
2.
thought they'd be holding
I am
a
number."
card or something.
No, they go, "I am number 1. Hi, baby, blah, blah, blah."
And are they trying to sell themselves?
Yeah,
This
they're
is
doing
their-
a spin. They're
yeah.
winking at me. They're going, "I'm number 1. I'm number 2." All smoking hot. There's maybe one or two ugly ones, but
And
the rest of them
and
are gorgeous.
Are they all Spanish?
I don't know what they were. I think they were from all over the
You
world.
could guess. Yeah.
The one that I picked, said she was from Argentina.
So you got to talking.
A little bit.
Okay, so then you go, I want number 8.
Yeah, well then I go, "Well, how much is she?" She's like, "Well, it's like I think I paid like $150."
Well, that's before inflation.
And so what happens is, that's before
In today's dollars, that's probably 175.
Yeah.
No, this is also before
That's not bad. That's like
the conversion rate, the
dinner
euro.
and drinks.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, so I
paid more. Yeah.
Yeah.
so but that's the thing. I the one I picked was like one of the last 5. So like the only reason why I picked it is I was like, "Oh fuck, I should have been taking notes this whole time."
You go bring them all back.
Yeah, right. And so I'm just like, "I'll do that one." But she was hot, and
So then you go and tell the lady, you go, I would like a number 5.
yeah. She
with
comes in.
cheese."
She's like, "What number did you pick?" I said 5 or whatever.
And
I
did
said
she go
25.
Did she go, lovely selection?
Yeah, she was like, "Okay, perfect." She's like, "Oh," she knew the name. She's like, "Oh, Angelina." Okay, she goes and gets her. She comes in, and
You imagine there's a bunch of other guys doing the same thing same time? So they walk out of your room, they go into the next room,
100%.
and pitch to the next guy? Okay.
100%.
What if 2 guys want the same girl? Do you have
I
to
felt like it was
share?
a slow night too. It was like
You
a
have to share
Tuesday.
half, you each pay half.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Tuesday, all right.
Yeah, so it felt like a slow night. I felt like I was the only one in there.
New
But,
talent night, yeah.
New talent, yeah. Rising Star Showcase.
The
But-
Super 35.
So then she sends in your
In
Argentinian.
hindsight, I wish I got 2. That would have been sick. But,
Right, especially you probably get a deal, $250 for 2. Yeah, come
Dude,
on.
I'd just go in there with my life savings and be like, bring on all 35.
and suffocate me. At the
Yeah,
end.
just fucking kill me.
Run it through the garden.
Death by prostitute.
Not bad. So she sends her
Death
in.
by
She
snooze
sends her
snooze.
in.
Sends her in, and the procedure goes that we have to shower before and we
Right.
shower after. So we're showering together. She's washing me. I'm washing her. It's hot.
Sure.
Then we go into the bed, which is kind of like there's no sheets. It's just like a fucking rubber
Yeah,
couch.
It's a,
hold-
it's
they
a
hold you
doctor's
down, yeah.
It's a doctor's bed.
Yeah, it's a doctor's
They
bed.
pull that sheet of paper out, butcher paper out.
real crinkly.
And actually, I prefer that.
But there's mirrors
Yeah, there are.
everywhere. Mirrors on the ceiling,
Yeah,
mirrors
there
on the
are.
walls, and she was hot. I mean, I busted in like a minute and then got out of there.
Man.
In a minute.
I mean, I tried, but yeah,
Just let
a hot prostitute.
Quick,
dude.
that's the quickest
She knew
money
what
she
was
ever
going
made.
on.
That's the quickest money
I mean, it
she
was like
ever
a
made.
minute too. I don't know. You know what I mean? But it like short
me,
because
that's not
I was
even
like,
worth it.
and because the whole situation, it's the accoutrement of it,
The atmosphere.
The atmosphere
Yeah.
it makes you nervous. There's a chance I might get killed. These women are
makes it kinda
beautiful.
fun, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I
there's a
feel like
danger
just-
element to it.
Just walking in there, I'm kind of already pre-jizzing in my pants.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
interesting.
I've just seen 25 women that all supposedly want to fuck me.
Let me ask you a question.
Want is a very strong
Yeah.
word for what's
Will.
going on. Yeah, will.
Will.
For sure. That's most women who you
Yeah.
have sex with. They will.
Forgive me for being gauche about it, but yeah.
Perfect. Perfect execution
This
of
is
ghost.
just for Tyler's sake. How much is just a cuddle?
That would be me. After I would do that, I go, oh, you busted in a minute. That means you get 9 minutes of cuddling. That's great. You get the whole hour, right?
Good.
You come here. Tell me about your
Cuddle,
day.
dude.
Tell me about your day. Hold me.
But I made it out of those 3.
You're quite the world traveler.
Just for sex work.
Just for sex work.
Don't
yeah.
whatever you do as your friend. Don't go to Korea,
Dude, you could be
Why
like
not Korea?
because it's all kids and you'll go to prison.
Dude, you could be like the Anthony Bourdain of brothels.
Dude, that'd be kind of cool.
Actually, not bad.
That's not a bad
in
idea.
Spain, I'm getting a hole.
Yeah, you're eating your pussy. You're like, actually, you don't eat pussy. But
Yeah,
you're like,
what?
this pussy isn't as good as the Chinese pussy.
Yeah, he's like talking to the owner, like, so tell us what we're working with here today. You know?
I'd rather be more like the Guy Fieri of brothels.
Yeah, you
I want to wear the bowling shirt.
Dynamite.
Yeah. Oh man, that's great. Every single one is great. You know,
Yeah.
you notice that guy. He never criticizes anybody's food.
Yeah, because
No,
he's
actually-
picking places he likes or he wants to go to.
No, I mean, I think the production company. I think they just tell him where to go, and he just goes there. He's like,
but
fucking
but
awesome.
the point
took
of the
me
show,
to Flavor Town.
the point of the
You know
show
how he
isn't
talks.
to be like, let's review the place and see if it's good. They're like, oh, this place is really good. They're not
Yeah,
going like mediocre
exactly.
shit.
Yeah, I
Where
love
he's gonna
that
be
form.
like, the bun was a little dry.
Right. That's how I want to be with the hookers.
Yeah.
I just want to. They could be frumpy and ugly.
Dynamite,
And
baby.
I'm just like, man, that's Flavor Town. That's fantastic.
That's money right there. She's like, yeah, leave it
that's-
on the dresser,
Yeah,
please.
I love that donkey sauce.
You stick your pinky in her pussy.
Well, that's good. Tell me what's in that.
That's good eating.
What's in that? She's like years of cum. 100,000 loads.
It's like a wine barrel. They're just
Yeah.
the cum has created a. That's so gross. Cut that. Cut that. That's a little too
For our
gross.
own sake. Cut that. Good use. That was great. Fun.
That's
So you ever pay for sex, Tom?
Have I ever paid for sex? No.
Well, how about we all take a field trip to the Nonna's Chinatown place?
All right.
We'll do the
No,
podcast
I'd rather go to
live. We'll do the
Spain.
podcast
Sounds like the
live.
way to
Yeah,
go.
the Spain sounds good.
We'll do a on location Spain pod.
Yeah, and you know what? I had just ran with the bulls. I
Yeah,
survived
you
death.
got to. Yeah, that's
I was
good.
like, you know what? I'm getting fucked.
Yeah, she's looking at you like this guy's a warrior. He survived the bun. Then 30
She
seconds
didn't
later,
know.
she
She's
goes,
just
"Oh, he
getting $100, but
right."
Yeah. How much is that? In what's the conversion, American to?
I think at the
Spanish?
time, I think now it's equal, but at the time the euro was a little bit more. So it was like I think I paid 150 euros, but I think it was probably like 175 American.
Oh.
Worth it though. I mean, it was
Worth
cool.
it.
I don't know if I would do it again because right afterwards you're worried about
Yeah, what do I
everything
got?
else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I
that's why,
got to
like,
get tested. I was like, everything was fine, knock on wood, but
Yeah. Yeah. It's not gonna sneak up.
Yeah.
fucking 3 years later.
All of a sudden,
3 years
oh, you
later.
got delayed herpes,
yeah. Oh yeah, you got the sneaky
late
herpes.
onset herpes. Yeah. It's a Spanish variant.
the
Spanish variant. I like that.
Have you ever traveled outside the country?
Yeah, I've been to Canada, which doesn't really count.
Yeah.
And then I went to
Canada.
Australia and New Zealand.
What? Australia.
Yeah.
How was
I'm trying to
that?
think if I've been to- It was fun.
Australia.
It's really cool. It's like it's fun because they all speak English.
Did
So
you get to cuddle with a koala?
I did actually. Yeah.
No, you
You
didn't.
get to hold one, yeah, and they're really like they're kind of like a sloth. They move real slow, or these ones are probably just depressed because they live in a zoo, so they just kind of hold on to you like and smile. You know, they're great.
That's cool.
I came in 2 minutes.
Yeah. Took me about a minute. I came.
I lasted longer than Luca with this
Dude.
koala.
Cuddling.
It was fun though. I liked Australia, but it was funny because it's a lot like America. Everyone speaks English, but super clean. Very like it was like if America was nicer in some ways. Like there wasn't traffic. It was
I don't
super
like
clean.
that sentence at all.
But like physically nicer.
Oh, okay.
You know, like if we power washed Illinois.
Who was just telling me that someone at Zanies was saying how they think that the Australian accent, the reason why it sounds so different from the British accent, is because it was just they were all criminals,
Yeah,
You know?
it was a prison island.
and it was a prison island, and because they were all just so fucking hammered all the time,
yeah.
that's they slurred their words, and now that's like how they sound.
That's-
Oh,
that-
yeah,
that-
what the fuck, mate? Yeah, so,
That totally tracks. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
totally
guess, but I mean that's pretty crazy if that's true.
Yeah.
Down under, in the bush. We just do an Australian themed episode. Fucking
I can't do the accent.
Yeah, you're the one who's got
Really?
it.
Can't do it?
Australian. Is that good?
That's pretty good.
Australian.
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 Fucking bush.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, I mean, I think I've told both of you guys this, but
The
I guess-
listeners.
I guess the Patreon edition of the prostitute experience is when I was in China and I was doing kung fu. You know, I was in like the Shaolin Temple, which is like a ways away from any sort of town. But there's like I think it was like 30 minutes. You could take a 30-minute ride and you go into like the nearest town. And an Australian guy was my roommate. And he went into he had never done kung fu before, and he's there for a week, and he's like, my fucking back He's fucking hitting me, my legs, It's really
You
kind
did tell me
of.
this,
He's like
yeah.
really, really bumming me out, And I'm like, buddy, I said, we could go into town and we could get a massage. So then we go into town, and I had gotten a massage with these British guys a week before he showed up.
Two British guys massaged you? That's
No,
good.
no, no,
That's good.
no. These British guys.
2 minutes, 3 minutes. What do you think?
It came in one. But so anyway, we go to the town, take a 20-minute cab ride, and I tell the cab driver in Mandarin that I was like kind of learning at the time. I was like, massage pretty women, and we got to the massage place. We go upstairs, and they put us in 2 separate rooms. And this woman comes in, and she just looks like she was just like hit by a hurricane. Just like she had the cupping. You know what cupping is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like all like, and she's like, okay, 200, and I'm like, oh, geez, lady, I don't know. And then the Australian guy busted in. He's like, I think these are hookers, mate. I think these are hookers. And I was like, yeah, they are.
So you guys laughed.
We left.
I love that
no massage.
He kicked down the door and goes, "These are hookers, mate."
Yeah, it's one of the funniest things I think I've heard an Australian man say. I might think these are hookers.
He's not sure.
Croquet. Yeah, I don't think these are hookers.
Croquet. Yeah, like he's Steve Irwin. Don't move now. They can hear you. Be careful.
Don't move. They're riddled with diseases.
Well, when
Look at the teeth on that one. Wow.
I used to work in a summer camp, and we would always take a field trip every year.
Is this still a prostitution story?
Yeah. How long did it take you to come there? Luca casually every story has a hooker.
Every
involved.
story is like, so I was with these kids.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I'm going to go get
So I'm with my grandma and these kids, and I got a hooker. Yeah, that's
It's my niece's first communion.
Every story is like, I was with these kids. I was supposed to be watching them. I said, hey, I'm going to leave for a little bit. I got a massage. I came back.
I was gonna say that.
They were all dead.
So we're at a family baptism, my cousin's baptism,
I think these are hookers, mate. I think these are kids.
So I'm at a funeral, and I was like, hey, I'm going to step out for a little bit.
That's what you would have wanted.
No, I'm at the summer camp, and we'd go to the zoo every week, and not every week, every summer. And I just would love to fucking annoy these kids, and I would always do anytime I went to the zoo, I would just talk in an Australian accent the entire time.
That's funny.
And they're kids; they can't do anything about it, and they need things from me. They need me to I need to go to the bathroom. I need to go I'm hungry, and I'm like, come on, mate, go see the koalas.
Wait, what do you mean they couldn't do anything about it?
Because they're kids.
Yeah, what are they gonna? They can't tell on me. I'm the adult.
Oh yeah.
Some guy, they're like, what they call me? They just call me Luca. They go, Luca, can we go see the polar bears? Oh my, just look at this spider over here, eh? Come on, eh? These fucking lions right here. You gotta see the fucking guy. Go see the fucking guy.
You're like, hold on, stay with the gorilla for a minute. I'm gonna go step out for a little bit. hey, Harambe, you got this?
I'm going to go be in the elephant enclosure for a minute and see what that trunk does.
Yeah, let me go.
Harambe, you got this.
Every story just ends with him getting a hooker.
I love that.
Fit.
I love that.
Every story ends with me leaving.
Oh,
Harambe, you got
finally
this.
some laughs on this podcast.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We're cooking.
Harambe, you got this one.
That's funny.
Tom, what was you wanted us to all prepare 5 people we hate.
Oh, I was just about to transition.
Yeah. Tom goes, he texted us. He said, I'm friends with Tom. I read his text messages he sends us.
He knows my last name too and my birthday.
Wow. Birthday I forgot.
I still remember his birthday.
No, he said something like we should all come up with 5 groups of or type of people, not groups. Type of people.
Oh no, I meant groups.
I knew you did.
No, I'm kidding.
Types of people you hate. But was that inspired by something specific? Did you have an encounter that you were like, we got to talk about this?
I saw.
You want 5 groups of people?
No, like just like 5 kinds of people that you hate. And want me to kick it off?
But what inspired this? Did you interact with someone where you go, fuck, I hate this?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, go on.
Type of person I hate. First one, guy that does wheelies on the highway on a motorcycle.
Big time.
That is the
Big
worst
time.
type of fucking guy in the world.
Big time.
That's
a good one. Yeah.
I had 2 thoughts in my head right now. Is oh my god, this guy's gonna kill himself,
and good.
And oh my god, I want this guy to kill himself at the same time. Dude, but you're such honestly, if you do that, you're such a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Because everyone on the road's going. And then if you
thought
splat,
about
you
that.
just ruined everyone's day.
Well, what's
Someone's gotta
worse,
stop it
the
up.
guy that does the wheelies or the guy that's weaving?
Both.
The guy
Wheelies-
who weaves bothers me.
No,
The guy that weaves at like a red light, he comes up from
Yeah.
the side. I hate that, but the wheelies is worse because I
Yes.
feel like there's a higher risk. And then it's like I don't want to see your fucking head on the
And
highway.
At least the weaving has some practical, like if he's in a hurry, he's going somewhere. These
Yeah.
guys, they're fucking around for fun.
Yeah.
And the worst thing about it is there's usually
I
like
just
10
feel
of
like I
them.
don't see that
No,
often.
and I see it.
Dude,
I see it
yeah.
maybe
I'm
once a
55
month.
all the
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
A group, and they're not on Harleys. They're on the fucking.
That's the most frustrating thing. They're trying to be badass, and they're
Yeah.
on like a kid's like mini bike.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what?
They're dirt
Those guys
bikes.
probably get so much pussy, and it fucking annoys me.
There's no way they get pussy.
Dude, I bet
not good. It's
There's
like,
some
you
there's
know.
some fucking trailer trash whore
Yes.
that's like, man, I love when you pop that wheelie.
Yeah, my guy can do
Yeah,
a
yeah,
wheelie on the dirt
you're right.
bike.
You're right. There's like any like really like trailer trash, like metal chick, or
Yeah.
like
Yep.
spicy Latina.
Yeah.
that has daddy issues.
It's like,
she
like
likes
he's,
the motorcycle.
He's dangerous.
You know what's another similar adjacent guy that is annoying? And there's a lot of them for whatever reason I see in Wicker Park. The guys in those like tricycles, those lowrider tricycles. Have you seen those? It looks like a sports
Oh, like
car.
the slingshots.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. You don't like those?
No.
I think it'd be cool to have one that putts around town, not in like the city, but like in a
these
suburb.
These guys, they cruise around all night just to like be seen. They're not
Yeah.
going anywhere.
Yeah.
Blaring music. It's like they go on a crew.
Yeah.
And they're all blaring different music.
Yeah.
So it's incoherent.
Yeah.
Well,
and-
it's just a stupid look.
And also-
clearly it's an expensive vehicle, but it's like get a nice car.
Wait,
Like,
are you talking about the slingshot, right?
yeah,
whatever the
yeah.
fuck they are.
Every one of those guys, they always put like Christmas lights on it.
Yes,
it's
they're
always
all
lit up.
twinkling. Yes, they're all fucking twinkling. But it's one of those things where you're like, it's an interesting subset of people. It's kind of like a trailer trash type person.
Yeah.
Where you're like, I have money to afford this,
Yeah.
but I own nothing. Like I have
Yeah.
shitty clothes.
Well, you know
Yeah, I put my-
they're making payments on that thing like a
Yeah,
motherfucker.
for sure. Or
It's like, yeah.
you know they put collateral on their trailer.
yeah.
to
Anybody,
get
anybody,
stuff.
anybody who has that does not have the money to afford it.
Right,
No,
which is
no.
it drives me nuts.
It's
It's not practical anyway.
Is that your type?
That's one of them. I'll throw them on the list. It wasn't before, but it is now.
All right. You have your other type of person. You
yeah. I don't like The Rock.
That's
Dude,
a guy.
That's
Yeah.
a specific.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
do you know what? The
I'm
Rock. I don't like The Rock at all.
People love him though.
I know that's why I hate him.
It's not that I hate him. I'm just over it. I'm just,
you
hey,
don't
you know
hate
what?
it,
You did
so-
it enough.
It's like
Whatever you're doing is
it's
over.
like, dude, you're what are you in your 40s? You have a chain around your neck and you're fucking doing dips. Go fuck yourself. No one cares.
Dips?
No.
Yeah, that's what he
I
does.
disagree. Let him have it. At this point, people like
No,
him.
I'm not
Let
going to
him
go that
have
far.
it.
I'm tired of the whole.
Let him
I mean,
have
he's
it.
the same guy in every movie.
He's got a TV show now, a sitcom.
Young Rock.
Young Rock.
Yeah, Adam Ray's in it.
Really?
Shout out to Adam Ray, Big Daddy Carlos.
Yeah, shout out Adam Ray.
No,
Shout out Big Daddy Adam Ray.
He's a good guy. I mean, The Rock. He seems like a nice dude.
It's not-
and
yeah, it's
I've
not
heard
for
great
me.
stories, but I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to see him go really fast in a car anymore.
But you know how
Yeah.
many people do?
I know, but
Almost
and
everybody.
okay,
That's
so,
what it
all right.
frustrates
So let me rephrase. Rock, you're cool, brother. The people
Shout
who,
out The Rock.
The
Yeah,
people
you know
who
what? Now
like
I
you,
changed my
I
mind.
can't
I
stand.
like
Okay, that's better.
I don't
I'll
like
take
people that love The Rock.
I'll take
Dude,
that.
this is the most-
Especially because I feel like, especially because he's like a nice guy, there are people who like he's their hero.
Yeah, I
There are
actually.
guys that are like, I listen to his motivation.
This is kind of embarrassing.
Those people are
but-
stupid.
Yeah,
but
I'm with you.
I do have a Rock hat, like Rock's Under Armour like workout hat.
Does it
has
have
like
the bull on
It
it?
has a bull on it.
Dude, that's so gay.
I know. Do you want it?
No.
No.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Please wear that
I
next
thought
time.
it was, I will
tough.
wear it. I will. I think I might have threw it in the trash.
Yeah, well, you know what, man?
out, Rock.
You strike me when you were young. You know, you watched some wrestling.
Wrestling.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I want to get to this too. All right, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah,
This-
please.
this-
You want me to go?
I feel like you're gonna bury yourself in a white trash hole right now.
I
which
am.
is exactly-
This is the most white trash thing ever. When you guys were younger, did you guys watch wrestling, right? Yes, no.
Not really.
Not at all, dude.
I know that, but it's also like, as an adult, it's kind of a trashy thing for kids.
Yeah.
Like everyone kind of did. I never really did.
I know,
it's trashy
I had
all
friends who did it. Okay.
Dude, I was so into wrestling when I was a kid. I created my own finishing move.
Did you really?
I did.
Yeah, it's you on your own.
What was
chest,
it
right?
called?
You want to know what it was called? The Tom Bomb.
All right, do we move the coffee table so you can show us?
Dude, you get hit with a Tom Bomb, there's no coming back from that.
What, is that what you call it when you're having sex with your girlfriend? I'm about to lay on the Tom bomb on you.
you
Bro.
should transition.
Here's
that.
my finishing move. It's me finishing on my own chest.
yeah. The finishing move is I go, ugh, and I fall forward.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes. It's
Dude,
the whole round.
you get hit with a Tom Bomb, dude.
What is it?
It's like a Batista bomb. It's basically
You're
a
gonna have to
Batista bomb.
explain.
So you put them, so you get them right.
Right.
You fucking, you fucking beating the shit out of them. I used to do this to my little brother.
Yeah.
And then you put their head
No.
under your nuts, and you pick them up like over your shoulder, and then he fucking slam him down
On their head.
on their head.
That's violent.
You do that to your brother?
Yeah, my little brother. That's why he's
I was gonna say, holy
Could you
shit.
Tom bomb him?
I
Tom
bombed
too
him.
many times.
yeah.
That's the type of guy I hate. Then I'll take that.
Yeah, the
adults
Tom
who are into
bomb.
wrestling.
All right. Since you guys didn't have a wrestling, what would your finishing move be called?
That's a tough one, dude. The Pharaoh's Tomb.
The Pharaoh.
That's
That's
good.
good. That's good.
That's good.
That's
That's
a good
that
finishing
might
That's
that
good.
it's not as good as the Tom bomb, but it's close.
No, I think
Yeah.
it beats Tom bomb.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't. Tom bomb.
Pharaoh's Tomb.
I like Pharaoh's Tomb a lot. It's like a.
How would
the
you
guy
Mortal
sarcophagus?
Kombat. It's
Yeah.
like a Mortal Kombat.
How would
thing,
you do
yeah.
it?
I have no idea.
Come on, just make it up. It's for the podcast, you fucking asshole.
Tom's like,
What are you
play
talking
along.
about?
Play
I don't
along.
know. We're on camera.
I don't have a synapse of white trash wrestling moves like you
He's
do.
like, I'm not dumb enough to come up with a wrestling move. Yeah,
It would probably be something like
encyclopedia.
really kung fu. I'd have to like
Yeah.
jump up and like do a spin or something.
Right.
See, that's cool.
Kiss him
Yeah.
on the cheek or something.
What would you?
Mine would be something like,
The cuddle.
yeah, I was about to say mine would be like, well, mine would be like, we can agree to disagree, you know, like, and it's where you shake hands and you go your separate ways, both better people, you know?
Yeah.
The one that
what
lays
goes.
tile. That would
Yeah,
be
right.
One time I was when I was doing kung fu, I was in a
Is there finishing moves in kung fu?
no. So kung fu is more like it's more like artsy. You know, like
Dancing,
you're dancing
gay,
around
yeah.
and like jumping around. Yeah, dancing and gay. Thanks. And but you know, I would want to when I got my black belt thing, I wanted to like diversify myself in different martial arts. So I would try and do different. I would meet with these guys in Chinatown that were all different martial artists. Like there was a guy that did jujitsu, a guy that would do taekwondo, and we'd fight under
And
the
how long did it
bridge.
take for them to make you come?
Yeah. Then I would leave and go get a But
The finishing move is, hey, flip over.
How many tips? How many tips?
hey, let's go to Amsterdam. It's the finishing move. No, so
The
I
red light finisher.
Yeah.
so I wanted to get
good.
better at grappling. So I entered into a jiu-jitsu tournament, and I I'm a black belt in kung fu at the time, and they're like, "What's your rank?" You know, when you enter the tournament, and how much do you weigh? And I said, I'm a black belt in kung fu. So they put me in the black belt division for jiu-jitsu, two totally different things.
Whoa.
So, and in my weight class, I think it was like maybe like 170 at the time, you know, and I go against this kid. This is my first match, and the kid is literally to my chest, like tiny, and he looks like a hobbit. He looks like Frodo Baggins from Lord of the Rings, and I'm literally like looking at my friends,
This
like,
guy?
look at this guy,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and we start to kind of, grapple up. The kid flips and flying arm bars me onto the ground. The thing lasted like 30 seconds. Flying arm barred me, whooped my ass.
Wow.
I love that.
I have a similar story, except I come out as the winner.
And this is where Tom goes, so this is 2 weeks ago, and high school had just let out.
Yeah.
And I challenged the kid by the
I forgot
flagpole.
about this story.
I challenged the kid by the flagpole.
I Tom bombed him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does it end with you giving him a
show
top
the
bomb?
top.
No,
Sure.
I want no. It kind of close. I remember my buddy was doing a wrestling camp. Like it was like a workout for the wrestlers, and
Oh, like high school wrestling.
Like before.
Not like WWE wrestling.
no, yeah. There's a new program at every high school where you WWE wrestle.
No, it was not clear.
That's
fucking with
that's the gay wrestling, though,
Yeah.
the one that you actually do in high
It,
school.
it was
actual
super
sport?
gay.
Yeah.
It was super gay. But I went and I ended up like pinning like the guy that was like in my weight, and they're like, dude, you gotta be on the wrestling team.
You got the gift.
And I was like, dude, this is so gay.
I agree.
I was like, I just butt fucked the guy into the ground. I'm not doing
It is
this.
funny though that they're like, wait, dude, you're
Did you do it
big?
in gym or did you go to?
It was like after school because my buddy was like, I was like, yeah, let's get high, you know.
Yeah.
So he's like, I got to do this wrestling thing. I'm like, all right, I'll do it with you.
And then we can get
You
out.
probably could have been a big wrestler, dude.
I could have probably been good if I did
They
it.
took one look at you. They go, "Oh, you're big and dumb. You could wrestle."
Yeah, you can get dropped on your head a couple times.
Well, so in my gym class in high school, they made us do a like a wrestling, like
Yeah.
every sport that was in
Did a
high school,
unit,
we do the
yeah.
unit for it. So we did wrestling, and I think the girls did something else, but like all the guys got put in the wrestling gym, and they would pair. The whole week was a build up to like you get paired with somebody, and then everyone watches and you guys duke it out. It was like a big deal freshman year of high
Yeah.
school, and I
Oh,
get paired up with
God.
this guy, and I'm new. I didn't know anybody at my high school when I first went, and so I'm the new kid, and I get paired up with this dude, and and you start like one guy looks like he's about to fuck you, and the other guy's like bent
Yeah.
over.
You butt
know?
fuck him into the ground. That's what you
And
do.
I'm the guy who looks like he's about to get fucked. I'm
whole
on all
sport.
fours, and they go and they
looking scared.
but I'm Mr. Kung Fu. I mean, I've been training.
Yeah.
And they go, all right, go, and I flip around. I get on top of this guy, and I, whatever submission they taught us, I do it in like a second. To this
Whisper
kid.
in his ear.
And the kid was like big. He was like bigger than me, and I got, and everyone was like, wow, that was awesome. Like people were coming up to me. Like I found out later they were all nerdy kids. They're like, dude, that was fucking sick, man. Really awesome you did that. And then later on, I go to lunch, and I would sit with my cousin, who I barely knew, at lunch, and he sat with all the football players. And I'm like, yeah, dude, in the wrestling gym today, I fucking put that guy on his ass, man. I really I fucked him up. And they're like, who was it? And I say his name, and they're like, oh, dude, that kid has mental issues.
But hey, you know what? If anything, that means he's stronger.
But
those guys are stronger.
But then all the football team, they would just make fun of me because I'm the guy who beat up the retarded kid.
How long did it take for him to finish?
There goes Luca. Luca, the slow smasher Pharaoh. There he goes. He put him in the Pharaoh's tomb. Pharaoh's tomb.
Dude, what if they were just like setting it up because they wanted the retarded kid to win?
Yeah.
So and then you just fucking beat the shit. It's like going to the Special Olympics and just fucking dusting everybody.
It's gonna be like one of those feel good like YouTube videos where they give the kid the football and they let him run the whole field and everyone's like, we couldn't get him or whatever, and Luca just takes his ass down the first 10 seconds.
He wasn't like full on, tism.
Not until after you got him.
After I put him in the Pharaoh's tomb, and then
and you were the new kid. Everyone wanted. Dude, if you were the new kid in my school, I'd be like, I hope this guy beats the fuck out of him.
It was freshman year was a tough time for me.
Actually,
shout out freshman year.
Shout out freshman year. No, I told Luca this the other day. Do you know if we were all in high school at the same time, our lockers would be right next to each other?
Pharaoh Fowler feedback. You're right.
Yeah.
Wow, is that cool?
No. That is cool.
Well, we're on time.
Now we're locker buddies in real life.
I think that's a note to end on.
Sure.
We're done?
He just lit us. That's a minute late? 1 hour. All right, guys, so we'll wrap it up.
Tune in next week.
That was fun. We had a fun couple rips.
I thought it was very good.
Yeah. Hey. All right.
And this is so for next week, Tom is going to figure out what gauche means.
No, I'm gauche as shit right now.
Yeah. And you guys are going to come up with your 5 people that
I have them. We just didn't get around to it.
People who hate The Rock.
You don't like people who like The Rock.
And people who like wrestling.
Hey, but in all seriousness, shout out to everyone in Lucas' family who's ever facilitated a hooker interaction with him. We appreciate it. Keep the stories coming, guys.
Yes.
Donate on the Patreon. We'll get him some more. We need $11.
Hey, Bob,
how much
you're waving like that kid you pinned.
Cut it. That's
been Lucas. Nonna's basement.
Basement.
God bless you. Take it easy. See you.